Trucking with Alan and let's explore down the British roads galore. Trucking with Alan, watch and go.
Welcome to another Trucking with Alan video. It's Sunday afternoon. Well, actually no, it's still morning. It's 10 to 12. I've literally just jumped in the truck, turned the camera on. I need to get all my stuff in and everything. So I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend and you enjoyed last week's videos with the different camera views and that, and their nice tight Welsh delivery that we did. Today we're going to Thame and Wednesbury. It's the ITAB, the supermarket work, although one is an Ikea and one is a Waitrose, so shops. I need to get all my stuff in out the car, which you can probably hear the radio on it in the background because I've had my tunes up on the way to work, all 1.2 miles of it. So I need to get my stuff in, so I'll catch you in a sec. I'm now ready to leave the yard. I've got 158 miles, so 3 hours 24 minutes to do it in. Cameras are all ready to go. Truck's all checked, everything's sorted. And we'll get on our way down to Thame. Just got to get the security guard to let me out. And we'll be on our way down to Oxfordshire. Some of you may have noticed we've got a new security hut. They've put a new security hut box for them. The other one was falling apart. I just need to learn now how to switch between camera views and that. Yeah, it's good enough, mate. I don't need it that wide. He's only doing his job. There. So let's go. I thought there was other people working today, but it's just been me. Let's get out of here. I already say I've had a busy weekend. Saturday we went shopping to get the wife and my daughter some new glasses and that, but they wanted sunglasses for a holiday and that anyway. Yeah, just not an exciting weekend to be honest. Just watched Ginny and Georgia on Netflix. That's getting very interesting now. But we haven't finished it yet. I did want to watch Amanda with my son, but he went out Saturday. He went out with his granddad. His granddad took him to. We went up to Newcastle to some sort of railway place, train place, just him and his granddad, which was nice. But yeah, other than that, not a lot's happening. Wonder how busy we're going to be this week. I know tomorrow again I'm coming back to Thame tomorrow night for another load. That might be a collection of what I drop off tonight, I'm not 100% sure. There might be a rubbish to collect. Right, I'll leave you with the two views, and I'll catch you all in a little while. Nearly at Thame. Soon be that way it draws. I've had a look on the old Googles, and it looks like there's a fairly decent sized car park there. I'm assuming they'll be taking it all through the front door. They normally do. And I'm just dropping off and then going. Well, there's Waitrose in front of us. Is that some sort of tarmacking machine? Yeah, it is. Go on, fella, across the road, mate. That's some good access. It does say route for goods vehicles. Thame itself isn't the biggest of places. Service vehicles down there. God, that yard don't look good. Right, where's the front door? And it closed at 4 o'clock. And it is currently 20 past. Can I get it? Oh God. What's? Oh, they've got a crane in. Okay. Well, he's done well. At the moment, I can't get in. Wonderful. I think I'm going to have to stop here. I ain't getting in until that guy over there moves. I can get straight in the car park. Thing is, they book us at 4 o'clock, and the everything's still going. Oh dear. Alright, I'm gonna hang on, I'll let these cars go because we're gonna need a bit of space. See the don't want to upset the Daily Mail readers of Thame, do we? Find somewhere to try and turn round. Trees everywhere. I ain't gonna get through that gap. This is going to be an interesting one, this. I'm going to reverse down here. And I think we're going to be sat here waiting. tree branches there. You gotta love trees. Right, I'm gonna sit here and see what's going on. So I'm gonna catch you in a bit. Update. Well, I did my tip at Wednesbury. Took me a little while to get out. I had to reverse between cars and turn around, and then I finally got it out. Did knock a branch off a tree. The manager wasn't too happy about that, but it's not dangerous. The tree's fine. So we're in Wednesbury and we're going to IKEA. And this is the, I want to say Murray, it's not Murrayfield, is it? Murray, oh, I don't know. Gallagher Shopping Park, there we go. Merry Hill, that was, I think it's what it said. Merry Hill. But we're in Wednesbury. And we're making our way to IKEA. Should be just coming up on the right hand side. DFDS. What if they got a sale? And it should be just round here on the right. Well, that looks like an IKEA. It says entrance. Welcome. B&Q. IKEA goods vehicles. No, we're not going there because what we're doing, we're loading up tills. So hopefully, they'll probably have them out the front for me by now. They may have even gone home. Although it says we're not booked till 11 o'clock, but I can't see that being right. We need to be over by the exit. Over the curb. Never make these things for goods vehicles, do they? Let's get ourselves. Right, well, the vans are over there. On the headboard on that, over that curb. And there be the tills. They're out there already and waiting for us. Right, should we do this? Let's get these on. Catch you in a bit. We're ready to get going. I've got the machine humming and ready to go. And we are got to pick up 3 tills. So hopefully they'll pick up all right. And these are like the end of the tills, and they've strapped them onto the pallets, and that's it. So that's everything I've got to load. So let's get this onto the trailer.
Perfect.
That's that done. All loaded fairly neatly, if you ask me. Actually, I ain't done a bad job there. I might make a forklift driver of myself one day. Right, I'm going to get you back in the cab, and I'm going to shut up, strap the machine on, go and get my paperwork signed, and then go and park up. Catch you in a bit. That's me finished today. So let's have a look. I can tell you what I've done today because I haven't quite taken my card out yet. So, started in Donny, went down to Thame to Waitrose, tipped in there. Then I've come to Wednesbury. I've just reloaded, as you've just seen. I started at midday, and I've finished. What's the time now? 8 o'clock. So it's not too bad, really. A little 8-hour Sunday. That'll keep me out of trouble. So I've done 255 miles all day in 5 hours and 40 minutes. I've had a bit of traffic. I got caught in an accident. Well, the aftermath of it, the highways actually got it cleared quite quickly. And them lads don't do a bad job. They're just, you know, they seem to get a bad rep. I'm trying to put it politely. But yeah, they get quite a bad rep really for it, but they don't have the easiest of jobs. So yeah, they got that open. I'm going to stay here tonight. I'm going to start about 7 o'clock in the morning and head up to Hardwicks, and then I do believe, unless it's changed, I'm back off to Thame tomorrow evening, which possibly mean I'll be staying there because we're booked at 8 o'clock. And it's just a drop, but I might just sleep on their car park. If I can get away with it, I will. Otherwise, I'll have to find somewhere else to park up. So that's it for Sunday. I'm gonna watch some YouTube, chill out, and then go to bed. So good night. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It's Monday morning. I am currently still at IKEA. I've been out, done my vehicle checks and everything. It's currently 7:20 and I am getting ready to leave. We're now heading to Hardwicks. I notice already I'm getting some comments on yesterday's video that was released. Some of them are pretty positive. People asking about the head cam. Yeah, as I say, you'll see in the next video something a bit different. Trying a different view. It was suggested by one of the viewers, so thank you very much. Anyway, like I said, we're heading to Hardwicks to get these scrap tills and everything you saw me load yesterday off, and then got a ring from there. It's a journey of 103 miles, and according to this, it's going to take us 2.5 hours. There is a bit of traffic. I am going to be playing with the M6, and then we'll probably venture onto the M6 toll, which is a tolled motorway. It was the first tolled motorway in the UK, I believe. In fact, I think it's the only tolled motorway in the UK, but it's actually tolled. So for a lorry to go along it, it's about £18.5 of the finest English pounds to use it. But we'll be heading down. You can avoid it actually. You can go through Crick, but I just tend to use the toll. It's so much easier. It does save time when the traffic's busy. We'll head up there. The first point of call for me is the first service station I come to because I want to use the facilities. It's the only trouble when sleeping on car parks and that, you don't get any facilities to use. That's the only downside. Oh, they Popeyes serve breakfast. See, we're starting to get a lot of these American chains in. Popeyes, they've come in. I don't know if this is a thing to do with Brexit or what, but Popeyes are in. Wendy's, my favourite. I loved Wendy's when I went to America. Yeah, Wendy's are here. What's the other one? Chick-fil-A are coming as well. And if you've never had a Chick-fil-A, if you get the chance to have one, you'll thank me later, because I think they're far better than KFC. Yeah, it was a late amber, but we're going for it. Oh yeah. Anyway, that's enough for my morning greeting to you all, and I'm going to head to Hardwicks to get this tipped. I'll catch her in a bit. Update time. As you can see, I am very nearly at Shore Lane. This is where Hardwicks the scrapyard is, and the mess about that is weighing in and out and getting tipped. It's a very busy road, this one, sometimes. There's nothing coming that way. Oh, no, car coming. That's always the way. It's clear one way. See, van. Let's go. You won't see it, but there's a gentleman waiting across the road, and as I've started going, he's like, well, I'm not going to get hit with you in the way. Now, straightforward run up, down the M6 toll and up the A38. A little bit of traffic at the A38 at the junction of the M1, but that's about normal. There's only always a couple of minutes of queue in there. Seemingly they're doing something with the traffic lights. Let's turn left here. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I know I am, well, I was on Friday going back to Thame tonight to deliver another load, but I'm sure the boss will have me back over into Doncaster to do some other little bits before I do that. I'll probably end up going actually from here to ITAB to load it, and then heading back to the yard. I'll probably end up doing an Amazon or something like that. I don't know. Oh, on the trees. Glad I got mirror covers on. It's not the widest of roads. Oh, good old fly tipping. Problem is, people hire people, and I don't know, they can't get rid of it properly, but I don't think the councils help themselves with all the restrictions they put on the household waste recycling centres, or the dump it sites. They're very restrictive for who can go in. Now, as to take a trailer in, we have to have a permit. Oh goodness, I'm on part there at the moment. Oh. I'm swinging out. Thank you. And in we go. Thank you. And here we are. We're going into Hardwicks. Now I've got to turn around and then go and weigh. As we weigh across the road, as you've seen no end of times. I'll just get myself turned round and wait for the guys to come down. First back here a bit so I'm not in the gate. Oh, sit and wait here. Right, I'll speak to you in a sec. Well, we're tipped. We weighed in at 22,600 and weighed out at 2240. So we just had just over a couple of tonne of load on, and now we're off to ITAB and we're going back to Thame. And then tomorrow I've got Asda at Air, so Scotland bound. So I need to get my load off tonight and try and get a little bit up the road to facilitate that tomorrow. It shouldn't be too bad actually, if I can get an hour, even an hour up the road somewhere. Or no, yeah, it's only 3 hours. That'll give me 7 hours. That should get me from Barnsley to Ayr, I think. Boss is going to send it all through. Anyway, let's go and get this loaded. Catch you in a bit. I'm loaded at ITAB. I am actually going to make myself something to eat for my lunch, basically. Because I'm working late-ish tonight, I don't like eating late, so I always try and get at least one hot meal in a day. Something really simple. Jacket potato, jacket spud. With cheese and baked beans. Now, I don't care who you are, right? Branston beans are the best beans on the market. You can stick your Heinz and everything. I am a Branston man. I'll not have any of you argue, although whack it in the comments if you're a Heinz or a Branston man, or even supermarket own brand. But I find the Branston beans, the sauces is thicker in that. I will be having the whole tin. These are free on Simiwell, and I don't get it because it's full of sugar, but apparently they're free, so I can have as much as I want. Anyway, literally, microwave, spud, go. That's as simple as that. So I'll show you the end result. Right, so I've cooked my jacket spud, and I literally just butcher it. And I'll just squash it down, like that, with the skin over. I don't put any butter on it, so some of you will be like, no butter on a jacket spud. Well, butter's not very healthy, and I've just dropped potato everywhere. But I can't have butter and cheese, so I'd rather have the cheese. Well, there we go. 35 grams of the finest reddish Leicester. Or is it 30 grams? Either 30 or 35 grams. That comes as my healthy extra A choice. So I'm allowed milk and cheese. 250 grams of semi-skim grams. Well, might as well be mil of semi-skim cheese, semi-skim milk, and 30 grams of red Leicester cheese. Just doing my baked beans in my microwave, and I'll pour them on, and I've got a nice meal. And now I need to tidy up the mess I've made. So I've done my beans. I really think I've probably lost my head half the way on this vlog, but I've done my beans, and that's it. Pour my beans on. There you go. Spudman, eat your heart out. This is Spud Scania. No, they're not as good. I've really got to visit the Spudman. I'd really like to go and visit him at Tamworth if he's still there. But he's getting around a bit. So anyway, I'm going to eat my lunch. Catch you in a bit. Good evening, everyone. It's Monday evening, and I am currently parked up in Banbury. Did my delivery in Thame. Took me 40 minutes to offload it all and run it up the car park. Not as quick as last night, but it was a lot easier getting in and out tonight. I forgot to put the cameras on to record. So we've done that, and I've run off to Banbury, ready for tomorrow. Now, currently, unless it changes, I'm going from here to Tankersley to load up a load for Air, Asda in Air. We're due there at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. I'm going to start again at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So just to round up today, I've done 310 miles. We started in Birmingham, or Wednesbury, which isn't Birmingham really. I wouldn't want to walk it. We went to Hardwicks to tip the tills off, what we collected yesterday. We then went round to ITAB and got reloaded for Thame. Drove down to Thame, had a 3-hour break in a lay-by to operate a split daily rest. For those of you not sure, split daily rest basically means you get 3 hours off it on block and a 9-hour rest as well, so it makes your whole day 12 your whole rest throughout the day 12 hours. So it's called a split daily rest. It's something you can do. It basically means you can operate longer shifts, so I can operate up to 15 hours total shift length, and it's not counts as a reduced daily rest because it's a split daily rest, but that's a whole nother kettle of fish there. So yeah, we've done 310 miles, and I've already told you that. I want to go to bed. I think I need to go to bed. And we did, I'll tell you how many hours driving I've done. 7 hours and 16 minutes driving, so not too bad. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. Currently looking at the satellite navigationals, the old computer here. It's telling me it's 8 hours and 14 minutes in total that's going via, and it's exactly 400 miles from here via ITAB, Tankersley. So, long drive tomorrow, long day. So we're starting, say, in Oxfordshire, and we're going to end up in Ayrshire in Scotland. If anything changes, you'll find out tomorrow. Good night. Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday morning. Thought I'd show you a bit of my morning routine, actually, because I never usually do that. So, obviously I've got up and dressed because you don't want to see me rise out of bed with the old birthday suit on. I do sleep in shorts. So, I'll put the curtains open, and it looks to be a nice morning. It's currently 7 o'clock. Move this out of the way, open the curtains. I'm going to get myself set up for my day. So I've got my camera. This is my new rear view camera. Well, it's not rear view, but camera in the back of the cab. You can hear my coffee percolator going. I only use it to heat the water, but I love a coffee, and this is my favourite. Let's get myself a coffee made up. My glasses. Forever putting them down in places they shouldn't be. Right, let's get my coffee made. Put my glasses away. Spoon. There we go. Hay fever tablet. I actually had a really good night's sleep last night. It's very quiet down here. It's actually a side road. Put the coffee away. What is it? I think there's something wrong with it. I'll have to have a look. Yeah. Splash of milk. Lorry. There we go. Splash of milk. Not a lot. A good old semi-skimmed. Put that there. Put that there. This is not frozen this week. And then, like I say, all I literally use this coffee percolator for is to make myself some hot water. I have used it for coffee, but I just prefer that stuff. Right in there. That's it. A good stir. Have to wipe that. Put that back on there. Put the lid on. Won't be the first time. Put coffee pot away. I do leave the water in it because I reuse it. Geronimo, this in here. Right, that is literally, are you ready? I have one of these wonderful hi-fi bars. Part of my slimming world, that gets me going. That's pretty much it, really. I'll get out, check the vehicle, and then head my way up to Tankersley. Anyway, you've seen me do a walk around check enough times, so I'll catch you in a bit. Right, we're all ready to go. Turn the lights off. It's currently about 20 minutes later. And let's make a start on our 400-mile journey to Ayr. Right, first section of the journey is going to take us 125 miles up to Tankersley, and we'll be there around about 10 o'clock. 2 hours and 40 minutes it's saying. Well, you looked before you turned in the road, didn't you? Now, as much as I was on the incorrect side of the road, you are taught to look into a road before blindly turning into it. I thought that was going to be a fun one then. Yeah, so as I was saying, 2 hours 41 minutes, 125 miles to Tankersley, where we're going to load our job for Ayr in Ayrshire, which is Scotland. We're just coming out of Banbury. I will speak to you when I get to Tankersley, unless anything changes. So, I'll see you in a little while.
Got my lorry loaded, setting out today. Call me Alan, hauling freight my way. Been driving since morning, showing my life. Long distance routes, doing them right. The dispatch team and clients know my name. We're planning routes, doing my game. Every mile counts, stops and more. As I'm moving the loads, crossing the score. Alan's trucking life today. On highways where I'll stay. Every load that I'm moving makes my rig sway. Just sway, oh just sway. Fellow drivers wave when I passed again. Say a trucker's life has much to gain. There's something in these roads that feels so real, with radio music adding appeal. The check-ins and logs keep rolling in as I plan the next route to begin. Reading through maps, steering wheel in hand, while good tunes keep the journey grand. Alan's trucking life today, on highways where I'll stay. Every load that I'm moving makes my rig sway, just sway. Oh, from local runs to long hauls.
We're just leaving ITAB, and I've got a very big pallet on, and I need to go back to the yard to get the fork extensions for the forklift, because it's the width for the trailer bed. Not got an actual great deal of weight on. I've only got about 4 lifts, but I do believe they're trolley shelters. And as I say, there's a massive sort of 8-metre pallet on it. And it's the width for the trailer bed, which I believe is the plastic sheeting that goes over the top of the hoops, as it were. So I'm going to make my way back to the yard to pick them up. I'm also going to get some AdBlue while I'm there, although I'm not desperate for it. I've still got 60% left, but I might as well top it off. Then I'm heading to Ayr. So that's going to add, I think it's added about 22 miles to the journey. And if I weren't to stop for my legal breaks, we'd get to Ayr at 5:15. We ain't going to be to Ayr till about 7 o'clock tonight, because it's a 285 mile journey from here, whereas it was only going to be 260 miles. So yeah, it's added about 25 miles actually, or it's 263 or something like that. So I'm going to head back to the yard, get myself my fork extensions on so I can lift the big pallet off, and then we're heading to Ayrshire. There was rumour he might squeeze a couple of pallets on the back end, but we shall see. But who knows? But yeah, it's a big 8-metre by 2.5 metre pallet I've got on. Get myself in the right lane to go to Doncaster. I'm gonna cut across the Dearne Valley Parkway and that, it's just easier. Anyway, I'll update you probably closer to Ayrshire, because all I'm going to be doing is driving. I might show you some snippets of the journey if I remember, if I haven't got the cartel, as we're known in the company. On the phone they call us the cartel. There's 4 of us. We're all the outspoken, loud, shouty, throw a strop if it don't go our way ones, you know. And yeah, we've been nicknamed the cartel. Of course, Big Lee's the ringleader who works here. He's the enforcer. Anyway, catch you in a bit. Quick update, I've been back to the yard. I've got the fork extensions on so I can lift that pallet off, and I've also washed my truck. I got rid of some of the flies off the windscreen and give the brake dust off the wheels and that. So she's looking a lot better. It's not due to rain for the next few days, so I can try and keep on top of it. Comes one of my colleagues, Jason. He does make that daft look nice. He does make it look nice. He does keep a clean cut, there's Jace. It always looks smart. But there again, there is a few of us that like to keep our trucks looking fresh. You know, because it reflects on the driver as well as the company, because we're responsible for looking after it. Anyway, enough waffling on. I've got 267 miles to be doing. It's going to take me 5 hours and 41 minutes. If I were to go there without stopping, which I've got to for a legal break because I won't make it, I would get there at 17:46. So I'm going to be there about 7:15. And we can get this offloaded. I don't know exactly what I'm doing afterwards, whether I'm just running south or whether they found me a reload up there. Who knows? But we'll all find out in due course. In fact, you'll all probably find out on Wednesday's episode, because today being Tuesday and we started Sunday, so today's the last day of this part of this week. Anyway, it's enough of me waffling. Catch you in a bit. Okay, update. 1, the weather's shocking, traditionally Scottish, cold and wet, 12 degrees and throwing it down. Of course it is, I'm going to be using the Moffat. Secondly, 411 miles after it started off this morning. I am currently half a mile from Asda, where we're doing our delivery. Been a really clear run up, not had any issues whatsoever. Just been really lucky today with the traffic. Stopped to Care Lodge, used the facilities, shower, didn't bother having a shave, never do. I've had something to eat as well. Nice meat feast pasta, Slimming World again. Buzz that in the microwave. And yeah, that's it. There's nothing really to report, to be honest. Now we're booked here at 8 o'clock. It's currently 20 past 7, so I am a little bit early. Now I'm assuming, well, they normally want me in the car park, but I need to see about getting into this car park, because I'm not at deliveries now, because it's trolley shelters, so I need to actually go in. I believe it's only 1 trolley shelter, or maybe 2, but it's not there. Ah, right, now this Asda's open 24 hours. Okay. Well, there's a big van. There's some vans there. The team might actually be here already. So I get shouted at by the store manager. What have you... Ooh, hello. That's going to be a bit tight. I'll have to go wrong side here, I think. I don't really like doing this on a blind bend, but I'm going to have to. This is the only trouble when doing a delivery into a car park, because these places are not designed for the lorries to come in. In fact, they do it to deter them. Let's have a look down here. With it being 24 hours as well. Right. Need to think about what I'm doing here. Compound, skip, right. I reckon that is where it's going to be delivered to, and it's full of cars. Right, I have to work this out. Aha! I see the team. I see the team. I see the team. On that van. The white Mercedes Sprinter with the half DPD door on the back of it. And there. So it looks like they're replacing one of the trolley shelters here. Whew. Right, so as you can see, we're here, we're ready, and we're sorted. Have fun getting that big long pallet off. Right, I best go and do some work. I'll speak to these guys and I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, right, we are tipped and we are going to get out of here. I'll have to go back the same way I came in because I can't get around where the exit is. Let's upset a few more car drivers. Drive over the curb there. Someone went in. I went in to get some shopping. I bought a melon medley on their reduced whoopsies, whatever you call it. It was like £1.04p. So someone was saying to Scooter, there's a lorry parked in the car park. Yes, love, he's been delivering here. Right, I'm gonna have to go against the flow. To be careful. But we have delivered. I'm gonna go and park at Kilmartin Place. Oh, and my phone's ringing. Anyway, I'm going to get this call because it's my colleague, so I'll catch you in a bit. Good evening, Tuesday evening update. I'm currently parked up in Uddingston, near Tankersley in Scotland, not far from Glasgow. Recapping on today, we started in Banbury. We drove all the way up to Tankersley to get loaded for air. From Tankersley, I went back to the yard, picked up the fork extensions for the Moffat, the forklift truck on the back. Basically just big sleeves of metal that go over the actual forks and just make them longer because we had a big pallet. Actually managed to wash my truck, although it was a waste of time because when I got to Scotland the weather turned traditionally Scottish, cold and wet and miserable. And we did our delivery at air and drove here. Drove a total distance of 462 miles today in a total driving time of 9 hours and 41 minutes. So that's Tuesday. This is it for part 1 of this week's Trucking with Alan. Hope you've all enjoyed it. If you have, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and give it a subscribe if you could. That would be most kind of you if you're enjoying my content. Also, leave me a comment down below. I like the comments. I love it when people comment, good or bad. I do enjoy when people comment on the videos. It's a nice bit of interaction. And I am getting tired, so I'm going to bed. So I'll see you all in part 2. Catch you in a little while.